a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin. Slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock 'em tonight.
Yeah.
Every little swallow,
Look at the
every
Big Apple.
chickadee,
Where did you
every
come from?
little bird in the
Where before the top?
flies all around the big black crow.
Sounds like
Flap
he
for
should
their
be doing
wings,
this
singing
song.
go birds go rockin' Robin.
You still
Rockin' Robin.
Oh, Your Highness, your coach away.
Rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock 'em tonight. Slow. A pretty little raven at the birdman's stand taught him how to do the bop, and it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out-bopped the buzzard and the Oriole. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping
where you
and
staying,
hopping
pal?
and singing his song. All the
At the
little
Hilton
birds
Hotel.
on Jaybird Street
I'm on the company
love to
tab.
hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin,
I can see you're in official business.
rockin' Robin,
You have some kind of secret agent or something, right?
slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really
Oh,
gonna
no.
rock 'em tonight.
I'm not here to protect the cleaners.
Well, the pretty little raven at the birdman's stand taught
That could be
him how to
someone
do
who's
the bop, and
down
it
there.
was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out-bopped the buzzard and the Oriole. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a-bopping and a-singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, rockin' Robin. Slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock 'em tonight.
Well, sire, I hope you have a pleasant and an agreeable time.
Thank you, John. You've been an exceptional driver. Hi, my name is Cam Malik. I believe I have a reservation. Can you check it for me?
Oh, yes. Is that Malikin with a K or a C?
With a K, like my first name.
Sorry, we have some Egyptian tourists staying with us today.
Is that so?
I could not tell if you were Egyptian.
My family's originally from Cairo, but I'm a native of Great Britain.
Oh, welcome to New York on both counts. Oh, yes, we have your reservation. We have you booked for one of our corporate suites. Welcome, Mr. Maliki. We're pleased to have you staying in our hotel. Let me go get your key card. Oh, yes, here it is. Here's your key card and your room number. If you need to call the lobby, just press 0 at any time, and we do have 24-hour room service in case you need to order anything. Welcome. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Yes. My associate tells me that you have an envelope for me at the front desk. I'm so sorry. It's a personal business matter, and I hate to hold you.
Oh, yes. Let me go check that out for you. Oh, yes. Here it is. Is everything in order then?
Yes. Everything's perfectly in order. Thank you very much. It's nice to get such hospitality when I'm in a new city.
Our pleasure. Glad we can help.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Cam Malik. I think we spoke on the phone. I'm from the National British Museum.
Okay. Okay, from the UK?
Yes. Came a long way to be here. Feels very good to be standing here right now.
Oh, the British Museum. Yes, they called. They said they were going to send a man over here. Oh, it's nice to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. What's your name?
Joseph. I run this apothecary. You don't get many indigent or poor people in here. Mostly wealthy business types, you know. Come to indulge their expensive tastes.
So I see. It's quite impressive.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes I think we're older than our inventory.
It's very quaint. Now I understand that you must collect a payment for some items for our museum. Do you have them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got 'em right here. I knew you were coming, so I went and set it out. There it is.
May I open it?
Of course. Open it, take a look, make sure it's what you want. It's been in my family for generations until the museum called, said they had to have it. Yeah, said they'd pay a lot of money for it for the sake of posterity.
So I see. It's quite precious.
Yeah. Belonged to an old woman, left it as part of her estate. She had a lot of rare coins. I think she got that in Egypt. Her husband was the ambassador to Egypt. See how the light plays off it? Belonged to an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. Legend has it that that coin will bring back his ancient kingdom 1,000 years from now.
It's quite splendid. But I think you might want to know something more. The coin is part of a twin set. The other piece belongs to the Queen of England. And this was the missing coin that will now be returned, and upon Her Majesty's consent will go on public display at the National British Museum for people to honor its legacy.
You don't say.
Well, it still deserves a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
So if it's all settled, then I must be on my way. Do come by to see it, if you're ever on vacation.
I will. I'm sure I'll be missing it.
By the way, did you know that the Queen has all her jewelry cleaned by hand?
No, I did not know that.
And when the coin was polished, it revealed a date that showed that they were printed on the same day.
I see. Well, they're very old.
And the date corresponds to the date of the famous Egyptian king by the name of Tutankhamun.
That's really something.
The only thing was that this coin has the date mixed up.
What?
It's the date of the prince's birth, not the coronation.
Wait.
No. No. Ah. Now the real coin, of course, it's a pleasure doing business with you. Now, if you don't mind,
Well, shit.
taking my head off with that cleaver, Mrs.
Oh, it's Miss King. Call me Valerie. And how could I have known that you weren't a madman?
Do I look like a madman?
Well, you were chasing me like a madman.
I was just trying to catch up with you. But you could have really taken my head off.
Well, I thought the British were used to that sort of thing.
We have knights at the round table, but we don't put their heads on a block.
Ugh, that bloody apron smelled bad. I had the stench all in my clothes.
I don't know why you were running away anyway.
Like I said, I couldn't know if you were a madman.
Well, ever since I got here, it seems like I'm being chased by a couple of thugs.
So those two guys were on your tail.
They've been on my back ever since I got here, and then you got mixed up.
I was just trying to make the pickup.
Yeah, but you chose to dress up like them. And that's what caused all the confusion. God, I hate those scoundrels. I wonder why they're after me.
Well, they're definitely after the coin.
Yeah, that's true. There has to be something more. I mean, why is the coin so important? And who are they working for? I don't think they'd be selling the coin on eBay.
Well, then maybe they have a thing for British tourists.
You have a thing for numismatics. I have to find out who they're working for.
Well, maybe I can help. But first, I have to get changed.
What do you suggest?
Well, you know, my place is actually just a few blocks from here. We can go there. And afterwards, I can take you to the National Gallery. I mean, our version of it. It's where I work. Anyway, we'll find out where the coin is sitting.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So do you think we'll find out anything over at the museum?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we can at least look at all the records and find what those men were looking for.
I hope we lost them for good. I don't want to have to make another dart through a city street with so many people around.
Well, somebody's got to do it. It's a priceless piece of work, but you'd be doing a great public service.
Not sure if a public service means leaving my head in a tray.
Well, sometimes you have to play dead to get what you want.
Maybe I can just lie in bed.
We have a lot of work to do.
So much work and no play makes even the British feel played out.
Isn't that the truth, Mr. Bond? I thought beheadings were common in your country.
I think you mean the French Revolution.
Oh yeah? Is that where they... Whoops.
Yeah, off with his head and vive la France.
Ugh, I just hate thinking about that stuff.
So think about something else. Something more pleasant, like two people kissing under the moonlight.
Sounds like the Brits have a way with their words.
You have a way with a lot of things.
So should we call the cops?
I don't think the cops will be able to help right now. They have no proof that the men are spies. Or could be targeting me.
But what if it might lead to an arrest?
Possibly. But I still need to know why the coin is so important. Valerie, you have to help me. This may be a matter of national security.
Of course, I'll help.
So shall we make our way out?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I have everything.
Anything else?
Oh my god, the coin! Oh. Okay. David, you're always working late. Always there when needed.
Only for you, Valerie. What's up?
Well, this is Ken Maliki. He's from the UK, works up at the National British Museum. He's a curator there.
What brings you to New York, Mr. Maliki?
Well, you could call me Cam. Well, I'm here on official business. Valerie should be able to elaborate.
Valerie, do you know what this is?
It's the last existing monogram of the Queen of Egypt, and the last surviving vestige. The coin of Giza, of the 18th dynasty, of...
Akhenaten during the Amarna period.
That's right. You know your Egyptian history.
So I'm guessing this coin will be heading off to a British museum somewhere?
Well, yeah, since it's become an enviable object of obsession for some really sinister people.
David, there's some really bad people who want that coin back, and we have to help Ken.
Sure. Anything. Let's look at the museum's database. I'm sure Merlin can tell us something. This is amazing. But it doesn't tell us anything more.
Maybe it's just worth a lot of money?
No. It's not made of gold. It's made of copper, and they were not in the habit of using gold.
Maybe it's something else.
I don't know. But I wonder who has the other coin.
Well, that's easy. The other coin belongs to the Queen of England. And the coins will finally be united.
Well, maybe they're trying to keep the world from ending then?
I don't know.
I don't know, but there has to be something more. David, is there anything in the database that gives us a clue?
I'm not sure. I think I know why this coin is so important.
Why?
The inscriptions on the coins, when joined together, can apparently create a hidden tomb that will lead to a map that promises riches to anyone who joins the two coins.
That means that they're not only after this coin, but that the Queen's life may be in danger.
Oh my gosh.
Cam, you better get a hold of this coin before these scoundrels get a hold of it.
You're right, David. Thank you.
I can't believe it. This coin is cursed. David is gone. Who would want to kill David?
Valerie, just try to calm down. I'm sorry about David, but you have to try to help me. I need to get this coin back to England.
How do you even intend to do that when they're trying to kill you at every single corner? I'm telling you this coin is cursed.
It's not a curse, Valerie. It's just a piece of history. And there's some bad people who want to change the course of history.
And I don't care about any of that. All I know is that it's cursed and it's destroying everything in sight. I'm getting rid of it.
No, Valerie. The coin is not to blame. It doesn't have any secret power. It's just a relic. And it needs to go back with me, and you have to try to listen. Please, Valerie.
I wish I'd never seen this coin. None of this harm would have happened otherwise.
Who knows? Maybe a lot of people have died for this coin. But we can't let that happen anymore. It needs to go back to its rightful place and be united with its other half. With all this attention, I don't even know how I can get it out of customs.
Not even that. What if those men come back?
I might just have to carry it out, like the coin in my pocket.
You should at least put it somewhere safe, like a bag or a container or something.
Do you have anything?
I can check. Use this. And keep it on you so that at least it's out of sight.
Thanks, Valerie. You've been a real savior. I don't know what I would do without you.
Well, it's nice to know you care about me more than you care about that darn coin.
The coin has its own value to the people who will look back and be proud of their history, that's all. It's not the same thing as a living person. It's just an inanimate object, Valerie. No.
Turn off the light. Take a deep breath and relax.
No. No! I think I know why those men are so adamant about getting their coin back.
Hi. I thought that was all cleared up.
Do you know the men in the suits?
Yeah?
They're not Americans. They're British.
What do you mean? They came all the way from Great Britain to follow you?
They were hired by Her Majesty to bring the coin back under official cover, since a coin like that is too important for a civilian to take back to the country. That's why they were there when I reached the hotel, and they were at the souvenir shop, and they knew where I would be meeting you.
I hate to say it, but you might be onto something.
I have to find out who hired them, and why they're after the coin.
How do you expect to do that?
Maybe I can message out to them somehow, and they can come to the hotel, and we can find something out.
Yeah, but how can you do that when you don't even know who they are?
Easy. We can go to the British consulate and ask them to send out an urgent notice to all expatriates to come to the hotel for a meeting. And they would likely show up if they knew I would be there.
Yeah. Let me get the phone book. So did anyone crash the party yet?
Not yet. I guess they're fashionably late. But I'm sure they won't turn down the invite.
I hope they don't overstay their welcome.
I'll make sure. welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for accepting the invitation.
Speak fast, Maliki. Where's the coin?
Don't make us use excessive force.
What, not even a formal introduction? Why are you guys after me?
It's no concern to you, Mr. Maliki. What you need to do is give us the coin. We're not here to exchange pleasantries.
I really need to know what this is about. I mean, we're becoming a spectacle. I can't have you chasing me all over town. It's bad for business, let alone the Queen's reputation. People will begin to wonder.
Give us the coin, Maliki, and you can walk away.
I guess I'm not the type to succumb to vague threats, gentlemen. I really need to know what this is about, since I'm here on official business, as you know.
Mr. Maliki, your business is to give us the coin if you want to live.
Don't be a royal pain in the ass, Maliki.
I can't help but think that the coin is important to you in some way. You've been following me since I got here. You now have blood on your hands. As you know, I'm here on official authority to bring the coin back to Her Majesty.
Mr. Cam, don't make this hard on yourself. Give us the coin, or we'll have to take you into custody. You don't want that.
Gentlemen, why not order some drinks and let's just talk about this calmly before rushing to judgment?
So where's the coin, Maliki?
The coin is safe. Let's just say it's at the bottom of a well, and you need to make a sincere wish. Hello? Can you help me? Is anyone down there? Hello? Please help!
Gentlemen, is there gonna be a problem here?
Hope this is the right way to tell you. The jig is up.
Okay, gotcha. Looks like that coin should be at the bottom of the sea by now.
Well, maybe it's a lucky coin, and it's helping you stay alive.
Maybe it's because you and I make such a great team together.
That's true.
You know, I never thought I'd be falling for a British guy who was the subject of an international conspiracy.
Well, it's a small world, and everybody's after a small coin.
You're right. Where is the coin?
I have it in a safe place.
Huh. You know, I bet a lot of people have died for that coin. I bet a ton more have tried to get their hands on it.
If there was only some way we could decipher the map.
Well, we'd have to look at the one that's in the British Museum and then compare the two and...
It might tell us something. Why these men are so desperate to get the coin back.
Yeah, but I don't think we could go back to the museum.
I hate to reach out to the British consulate since someone might be looking for the coin.
Well, what if we went to the Royal Palace and actually looked at the real one?
With all this frenzy, I'd hate to attract attention to the Royal Palace. There has to be somewhere where we could go.
I got it.
What is it?
Well, the men. The ones that are chasing you. Well, they must have a picture of it. We just need to figure out where they're staying.
That might tell us something, but how do we track them down?
Well, they must have left a phone number or an ID or something at the front desk.
Valerie, I could kiss you.
What are you, crazy? He still has the coin. Grab the girl.
I don't know how you're gonna get out of this one, Maliki. You should just give up.
I think I'll take my chances. I only regret that I have one life to live for my country.
Don't be such a bloody fool, Maliki. We're both fighting for the same team here.
But one of us is not playing fair. How much are you being paid to give up your own?
That's of no concern to you, Maliki. Your concern should be the fall that will break your neck.
And you will never get the coin back.
Well, if you must know, £1 million. So hand it over, or this will be a tragedy.
Who are you working for, really?
That's enough questions, Maliki. Now hand over the coin, or this will be a tragedy.
I don't think you would think that if you knew I had the coin with me right now.
think I was able to keep my balance.
Did you save the coin?
Yes. It was just a penny.
What happened to the real coin?
It's in a safe place.
So, do we even know why they could be after the coin?
Photos show that the coins are part of a collection, and the image formed by joining the coins reveals a map, leading to a treasure in Akhenaten's tomb. And that's precisely why those men are seeking the coin, since they want to excavate the tomb.
That still doesn't explain why they're using such excessive force, and why they might even be willing to kill us for that coin.
It's because it's very important that they get to the coin first. If it goes back to the museum, they will lose their only chance at ever tracking down the treasure. And it could be worth millions.
Great. So now what do we do?
We have to get the coin to the embassy. We'll call the British consulate and ask if they can arrange a special convoy to bring the coin back. And that the Queen's life might depend on it.
Us?
Sure. If they believe that the coin was in some kind of grave danger.
But how can we even prove that?
Well, there's a large group of tourists from Egypt who are staying at the hotel. If they believe that the tourists could pose a kind of a problem, yes.
How would we do that?
We can have our own exhibition of a rare Egyptian coin at the hotel.
And that would cause them alarm.
Precisely.
Huh.
Let's send a postcard.
Amazing piece of history.
Is it quite a precious coin?
Never seen anything like it.
It's really marvelous.
Thank you. We're happy to put it on display.
How did you come by it?
It's a long story, but it won't be out of the public eye anymore. It'll go to a museum where it will be on display for a long time.
Well, it's a proud moment for all Egyptians.
Hello?
Valerie, can you meet me at the museum this evening? I have something important to tell you.
Yes, sir. May I ask what this is about?
Yes, I can't tell you over the phone, but it's about David. You really should come here and we should talk in person.
Yes, of course. I hope it's nothing too serious. What happened to David was very sad.
Yes, of course, Valerie. We all miss him. So I will be expecting you this evening? Very well. And Valerie, make sure you're not followed.
Yes, I will be there.
Come in, Valerie. Come in, Valerie. I've been expecting you.
I came as soon as I got your message. This is Cam Maliki. He works for the British Museum.
How are you, Mr. Maliki?
Fine, thank you.
Sit down, sit down. Yeah. Take a seat. I'm very sorry for the incident that occurred at the museum. We all miss David very much. He was a real prize for this museum. It was a terrible loss.
It really was a terrible accident.
Very sorry for your loss, sir.
I think there may be more to the story than what you think.
What do you mean, sir?
For David to be killed was not accidental, Valerie.
You're saying...
He was target, Valerie. You see, David was working on a very special project that involved liaisons with the U.S. Embassy in Egypt. And it was overseen by a special commission of the U.S. Army. It was a very important assignment.
You're saying that he knew his attackers.
Not only that, he was trying to decipher codes for the Egyptians that knew that someone would be coming for the matching coin, and they had sent over 2 men to intercept you, since they knew that the codes that David knew they would be decoded.
And they must have known that David was the only other person who could decipher the codes.
Yes, Valerie, and that's why you were told to get back the coin and felicitate its transfer, so that no one would know that we were supervising the exchange.
And the men must have known that David was the only other person with the codes, and they couldn't let that information out of their grasp.
So they murdered David and tried to take us out.
I'm very sorry for putting you in harm's way, and I feel partially responsible. You see, Valerie, I trusted the Egyptians, and I gave them access to our databases so they could advance their excavations and perhaps, well, some sort of selfish desire for fame, but...
No, sorry, it really wasn't your fault.
We all have to be accountable to history, Valerie, and those that forget history are bound to repeat it.
Well, you two are quite the subject of an international conspiracy.
We were never out for the notoriety.
She's right. I was just doing my job and trying to be discreet. Being chased, shot at, and attacked were not part of the plans.
Well, you're safe now. And the coin will safely go back to the UK with you.
That means a lot, sir. We're lucky we have this chance to put things right. And the coin will finally find its rightful place. And history will be put right.
And no more harm will come from it being out on the loose.
Well, you have done a great service for your country.
Thank you, sir.
Our information tells us that the men who were following you were hired by one Mustafa Kemal, a wealthy man with a very long reach. He's been tracking down the coin to try to get at an invaluable fortune, which is the subject of some hearsay and folklore in Egypt. He hired the British soldiers to acquire the coin and decipher the code to get his coveted treasure, but you two seem to have inadvertently spoiled his plans.
So we were just ants that he thought were in his way, that he could crush under his feet.
In a word, yes. Now, he's a very powerful man, and you're quite lucky to have escaped every time by the skin of your teeth.
Well, it's been a very interesting trip.
So, Cam, do you still have the coin?
It's in a safe place.
I mean, do you have it right now? Keep it. We will arrange for safekeeping, and we'll put you up in a hotel until such time as the plane is ready. Again, thank you for your great service to the country. You should be proud.
Thank you, sir. It would be nice to be back on British soil.
Well, good luck to both of you.
So, it's been quite a journey.
Yeah, a journey of 1,000 years.
Starts with one step.
Exactly. Can't forget Glasgow.
So I guess I might be needing a real vacation soon. I think this job is getting to be a bit hazardous.
Well, you really stepped up to the plate, Mr. Malik.
I was only reacting to circumstances.
As was I. I guess we're both kindred spirits. I'll give you coins when they join together.
I hope not. I hope no one ever takes you away from me.
What are you saying?
Well,
Wait a minute. Where's the coin?
Valerie, do me a favor. Close your eyes and make the wish.
All right. Okay.
What did you wish for?
I thought I wasn't supposed to tell.
Trust me.
Well, I wish that the coin would never bring harm to anyone ever again.
Guess what?
What?
Your wish is granted.